January 30th, 2025. Psalm 112:7. He does not fear bad news. His heart is steadfast, trusting in the Lord. 1 Corinthians 13:11. When I was a child, I talked as a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I set aside childish ways. Starting a quarrel is like opening a floodgate. So stop before a dispute breaks out. Proverbs 17:14. The death of a loving parent can shake you and your beloved to your core. It may be extremely difficult to accept this great loss. However, as you and your spouse grieve together, be thankful to a merciful God that He has given you someone to share your deepest pain. Genesis 24:67. And Isaac brought her into the tent of his mother Sarah and took Rebekah as his wife. And Isaac loved her and was comforted after his mother's death. Reflection. The transition from childhood is very different for each person. Due to generational trauma and very little healthy solutions for domestic life, most people never transition. They still talk like a child or think like a child. Many still reason like a child. They possess adult bodies because the aging of a human has nothing to do with the psychological condition of that human. So few men and women exist today, those who no longer see the value in childish ways. Real adults are an endangered species of humans. Our world is mostly run by children in adult bodies. This is why quarrels and fights break out amongst strangers. Disputes do not require a fist for settlement. This is only needed when logic and rationale fail. Love and its pursuits will drive us into parenthood, whether we are ready or not. For those who see their children as a burden, will use them as a weapon. For those who see their children as a blessing, will sacrifice for their benefit. A loving spouse would be one who comforts each other and joins in the common sacrifice to make a better life for their children, better than the life for themselves. But sometimes childhood trauma prevents the transition. A parent will then sacrifice their children to make their own childhood better. However, ruining the present does not repair the past. Prayer. May we join ourselves together to make our children's lives better than our own. May the generations of childish living stop at the transition into real adulthood. Help us to put aside childish ways to live in your mature design.
I'll hold my child in my hands and build a world that understands.